All right, hey everyone, we are on our last video for Unit 9, um, Level 4 on page 99. Wow, this semester has exactly 100 pages of notes. Now we did skip Unit 8, we're going to go back to that, but all right, here we go. So we're still on the theme of finding zeros. So again, if you forgot, you have basically just a couple of steps. First, you replace y with 0. 2, solve for x, and again, you have a couple of options, but for now, on this page, we're going to factor. Okay, and that's it. So let's review. I'm just going to do one problem because there's only 5 on this page, and that'll be just number 1. Okay, so our method for factoring, if we have a number here besides 1, we called it split the middle, or the AC method. But first step is to do 2 times 12, which in this case is 24. And now, looking at 24, you're going to think of two numbers that multiply to 24, but actually add up to negative 11. So if you think of all the possibilities, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8 seem to work. You just have to make them both negative. Negative 3 plus negative 8 will certainly add up to negative 11. And if you take negative 3 times negative 8, you do get positive 24. So that was the first step. The second step was to rewrite the equation. But remember that this middle term gets rewritten as minus 3x minus 8x. And then you just bring down the plus 12. Okay? Ooh, this could be a little confusing. So these 1 and 2, I just want to clarify, do not correspond to the 1 and 2 that I'm drawing over here. In fact, you know what? You guys already know that method. Let's erase that. We don't need to label these. So first step was to replace y with 0. Okay, and now we're going to factor, which is currently what we're doing. And so remember that we look at the first half. Here we take out a GCF, which is x. And you divide x out, you get 2x minus 3. You bring down the negative sign, and now 8 and 12, the GCF of 8 and 12 is going to be 4. And then you divide everything here by 4, you get 2x. Oops, sorry, you divide by negative 4, you get positive 2x, and then you get minus 3. And that's a good thing because remember that this second factor needs to match. That goes as the next GCF, and then the x and the minus 4 are what remains. And so now we have to solve this equation. Okay, so we've set it equal to 0. We've factored it. This is what it looks like in factored form. So this and this are the same exact thing, just two different variations. And now we're going to do what we did previously. The zero product property tells us that 2x minus 3 is going to equal 0, or x minus 4 is going to equal 0. Otherwise, this doesn't make sense, right? So how do I solve? Well, we're going to add 3, so we get 2x equals 3, and then we're going to divide by 2, and so we get x equals 3 over 2. That's a 3 over 2. And then here we're just going to add 4. And so we get x equals 4. Okay, and so those are the two solutions, or the two zeros for this first example. Now I should mention we haven't really talked about it in this series of videos, but you can always check your answers by taking 3 over 2, which is 1.5. You plug it back into the original equation, and you type it in the calculator. You check your answer, and you should always get 0. Okay? Same thing with 4. If you take 4 and you plug it in, you're going to get 0 as well. Okay? So yes, you should also check your answers if you have time. That's one of the nice things about mathematics, is that when you're solving equations, there's always a way to know if you've gotten the answer correct or not without having to look at an answer key. All right, so that's it for this unit. Thank you, and good luck with the rest of the unit, and see you next time.